this video, I want to discuss the elevator pitch, why it comes so early in the stage of the startup foundation, and why we actually need it. Okay, so elevator pitch is, first of all, I need to convince you that elevator pitch is the first step that you need to execute, and there's a pretty good reason for that. When you meet people, other people, not startup founders, and you ask them, what do you do? They answer you back. They tell you, I'm a carpenter, I'm building furniture from natural wood. Or they tell you, I'm a professor in the university, I'm teaching mathematics. So in one sentence, you know exactly what they're doing. And they know what they're doing. They wake up in the morning because they are carpenters and they building furniture. Okay? So my question is, what are you waking in the morning for? What is your target? Okay, that's the elevator pitch. It's a guideline for your life as an entrepreneur, as a startup founder. Okay, that's right. It's the first thing that you need to do. Okay, the first thing that you're doing is actually the elevator pitch. After you did the pre-validation, you preparing an elevator pitch. That's the starting point. Now, an elevator pitch has two parts. I call it part 1 and part 2. Okay, it's quite obvious if it's two parts. Not necessary, because part 1 has one sentence and part 2 has two sentences. That's why I call them part 1 and part 2. Okay, that's how you will remember it. And we'll get to that point very soon. But in general, the first part is, I'm a carpenter. I build furniture from natural wood. That's the first part. And the second part is an extension. If I ask you, oh, which wood exactly is that? Or why do you do that? That's the second part. But the whole thing needs to fit with an elevator journey. That's why it's called an elevator pitch. So it needs to be polished, precise, and focused. Okay? So in order to succeed with it, you also must practice it. You must practice it in front of a video camera, or in front of the mirror, in front of friends, in front of family. You must practice it to make sure that you know how to tell it in the best way. So as I said, it needs to be short and attractive to fit with a very short elevator ride. Imagine that you're in a building of 4 floors, okay, and you're pitching your neighbor. Okay, that's basically what needs to be around that. The desired outcome of an elevator pitch, nobody's going to write you a check, nobody's going to join you as a co-founder. The desired outcome of an elevator pitch, that the person you're pitching will want to hear more about what you're doing. That's basically the desired outcome. We'll set a meeting with you, a coffee meeting with you, we'll expect an email from you, we'll want to hear more. That's the goal of the elevator pitch. I'll give some examples. What is a bad elevator pitch? And I hear it like 95% of the times. That's what I hear. I'm an artist. I like art. So last year I started a startup to create a revolution in the service. We raised $100,000. Yeah, it was from friends, it keeps me so busy. I'm so tired, day and night, that's what I do. So I built this flower. The elevator already arrived to floor 4, and I understood nothing from this thing. Okay, actually, I have quite a good example. Let's say I'm moving the screen and hiding. I'm moving the screen and hiding part of what we see. Okay, if I read it with part of it hidden and part of it that part not hidden, and I understand the same, it means that the elevator pitch is not good. Okay, and you can see, no matter if I remove a couple of words from it, it sounds the same and I understand sort of the same. It doesn't really matter what I said. Okay, a good elevator pitch looks like that. We invented a gig economy trading platform for artists. You move 2 floors in the elevator. Someone may ask you, wow, that's interesting. Is it this or is it that? And you have the second part prepared. Yes, I'm an artist. We raised $100,000 from friends and family, and now we look for another $1 million seed investment. Okay, now look at my test. I will hide some parts. Can you understand what it is? Cannot. What is it? Can you understand now? Yes, you could. Okay, so that's a really good point. It needs to be so short and so focused and so precise that even if you lose one word out of it, you lose the essence of it. Let's look at another example. Can guess what is this venture about? I heard a lot of such pitches. Imagine a world where hunger is a thing of the past, where every child goes to bed with a full stomach and the communities thrive without a fear of scarcity. Our startup is dedicated to make a dream reality. We're committed to creating a future where food insecurity is eradicated. And another blah, 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 blah. So what do? Is it a food distribution chain? Is it a SaaS? What is it? Is it a shop? Cannot really understand what it is. Okay? Now look at a fix of that pitch. I built an AI-powered supply chain optimization platform. So you already know what it is. It's a platform to optimize supply chain, and it's AI-powered. That's the first part. Okay? We ensure that source plus food from retailers and producers reaches the communities in need. It's reducing waste and fighting hunger efficiently. Okay? So I know what you're doing, and now I know everything about what you're doing, and in one sentence. Let's look at the last example. This is a tech edu startup. I heard such pitches a lot. Our startup will transform education by breaking down barriers and making learning accessible for everyone. We believe in empowering the next generation with innovative solutions that will change the world. Good on you. But what exactly are you going to do? I don't understand. Okay? And I don't understand like that. And I don't understand like that. So something is wrong with this pitch. Okay? Now, why those pitches are bad? They're bad because they're very vague and generic. Okay? They don't describe the value proposition for the end user. They describe some kind of a high-level impact. Okay? And they lack focus. So if it feels like a chewing gum, that you're saying a lot of things and you chew it, it's a bad pitch. It needs to flow. It needs to be focused. It needs to be fast. Sorry. So final tips. How to make it good. First of all, today with LLM, ChatGPT and all those Claude and all those guys, virtual guys, you can actually ask them for feedback. And you can ask them to take the message that you want, and ask them, please write it in a condensed manner, no more than 8 words, and they will do it. Okay, and I strongly suggest that you ask, give me 10 alternatives. Okay, so you can select something which is good, because in the end, LLM are quite stupid. I strongly suggest to practice on family and friends. Okay. Practice in front of the mirror or in front of the camera. In front of the camera is a bit harder because you cannot really look at yourself. Because if I look at the camera, I don't really see myself. In front of the mirror, you can actually see yourself. And I know that good marketers, good pitchers, that's what they do. I strongly suggest that you develop several versions, because if I have an elevator pitch for investors, and I have an elevator pitch for co-founders, it may look slightly different. And In my next videos, I will explain you need in an elevator pitch what we call a strong hook. Something that will attract people so much that will be, wow, that guy, I want to listen to him. What's the next thing that he's going to tell me? Okay, I will devote a whole video for that thing, not in this series, but in the general series, so you can get some ideas how to develop a strong hook. So that's it for now, and good luck, and we'll see you in the next video about Startup Foundation.